Moto Guru.
In this video, we're going to be cutting through an Almax Immobiliser Series VI Ultimate 25mm security chain. We're going to be using a Makita DGA452Z 18-volt cordless angle grinder with 3 fully charged batteries, and we're going to be using brand new Norton cutting discs. So let's get to it. I'll be pausing the timer when the cutting disc is not in contact with the chain so that we get an indication of the minimum cutting time required to cut through the chain. Three minutes and 21 seconds in, the angle grinder is starting to lose power, so we swapped out the battery for a fresh one and continued cutting. 5 minutes and 28 seconds in, and the groove in the link has become so deep that it's becoming increasingly difficult to cut. So we removed the link from the vise, turned it over, and started cutting from the opposite side.
Finally.
6 minutes and 13 seconds, and we're through the first cut. If we look at the link more closely, we'll see to the side there's that silver dash. That's because the cutting disc initially was bouncing off the outer layer before we could cut into the groove. Looking at the cutting disc, we see that's fairly well damaged, so we'll be replacing that before we make the second cut. Considering that action I just described, the cutting disc bouncing off the link before we can make an initial groove, we're going to see that again when we make the second cut. So the first maybe 5-6 seconds, you'll hear the cutting disc bouncing off the link. At 9 minutes and 57 seconds, once again the angle grinder is starting to lose power, so we swap out the battery for another fresh one. Wow. Let's look at the disc.
Yeah, that's quite tough.
And there you have it. 10 minutes and 30 seconds to cut completely through the link, and the chain can now be taken apart. If we look at the results in more detail, we'll see that the first cut took 6 minutes and 13 seconds, whereas the second cut only took 4 minutes and 16 seconds. So the second cut was almost 2 minutes faster than the first cut. I believe the reason for this is that after the initial cut is made, the link is freer to expand when the second cut is being made, so the link pinches less on the cutting disc, and so it's freer to make a faster cut. I've cut 3 chains now, and in every instance the second cut is always faster than the first cut, so I believe that's why. That's my theory. If we consider the total elapsed time, so that was the time from when we started cutting till the job was complete, including moving the chain around in the vise and changing over the cutting discs, that was 14 minutes overall. Considering the product, the Almax Immobiliser Series VI Ultimate 25mm chain, this was a very strong performance in this test. Bear in mind this is the third chain that we've cut, and although we're not criminals, we are getting very good at it with regards to our technique. So we know exactly when to turn the chain over. We had all of our fully charged batteries ready to swap out, and also our replacement cutting discs. In addition, the gentleman operating the angle grinder is extremely competent in this field too. So we had a lot of things going for us. If you are looking for a security chain for your motorcycle, or perhaps to secure a piece of plant, then I would absolutely recommend the Series VI, or indeed consider some of the other security chains in the Almax range. The sheer amount of hassle required to cut through these chains would hopefully put off most criminals. Thanks for watching, and remember to like, share and subscribe.